Now, the Lewis Hamilton move to Ferrari is not going to die down anytime soon. Yes, it's still a year away before we see Lewis Hamilton in red, but his surprise move that ended a long-standing stint with Mercedes continues to be a talking point on the grid. Now, his biggest rival, Red Bull driver and reigning Formula One champion Max Verstappen, has spoken about the Hamilton move. Verstappen says it will be an awkward season for Hamilton this year with Mercedes. That even though Toto Wolff and Hamilton will work towards winning together, Hamilton will not be in the thick of the things anymore. The mind games clearly have begun before even the start of the season, and Verstappen has fired the first shot.
Red Bull has been the fastest, meanest car on the circuit for a while now. Last year, their lead driver Max Verstappen stamped his authority and class, winning the F1 championship with a strong, consistent performance. And he ensured no other team or driver came even close to shaking his dominance. Well, that put enough pressure on Mercedes' Toto Wolff and their lead driver Lewis Hamilton. It went to the point of disgruntlement and discord in the team. Hamilton showed his displeasure at the machine and Toto Wolff just as dissatisfied with the results. So this season 2024 was going to be a really important one for Mercedes. And that's when came the announcement of Hamilton jumping ship and moving on to Ferrari. Toto Wolff came out saying he wishes Hamilton the best and everyone had to get on with it. But trust Max Verstappen to come out saying what no one, in Mercedes at least, wanted to hear.
The only thing for me was I think that it was a little bit leaked, of course, and then they had to announce it. Because to announce something that big that early in the season, for sure for the rest of the year is a bit awkward, even though you had a lot of success together as a team. You can't be included in everything anymore. For sure, he has a great relationship with everyone and Toto. But Toto knows and Toto will tell him at some point, we've had a lot of success, but you can't be a part of meetings anymore.
Knowing that this will be the last ride together can go two ways. One way to see it is get yourselves together and wrap up the stint on a high. After all, you owe that much to a relation that was more than a decade long. However, the last year was tenuous enough and put quite a bit of strain on everyone in Mercedes for things to be nice and smooth for one last year. So Verstappen here is not too far off the mark when he makes this comment. And so the mind games have begun. And it hasn't been just Verstappen chirping away. Red Bull's Helmut Marko has done a bit of talking too. First, he revealed that when he was chatting about Hamilton's Ferrari move with Max Verstappen, the driver was not amused. Marko believes that Hamilton leaving Mercedes will certainly weaken the team, and that this will most certainly change the F1 landscape. After throwing down the gauntlet, Verstappen also is quick to follow up with the whole being professional quip, that at the end of the day, races have to be won.
At the end of the day, I think you are professional enough to just deal with what you have. It's not like they are suddenly enemies or whatever. He has achieved so many great things at that whole team. They're still behind him, but after a point, you know that you can't share certain stuff.
So when Verstappen was asked if he ever harbored the dream of driving for Ferrari like many others on the circuit, surely, his usual swaggering response is unmissable.
I don't want to sound like disrespectful or whatever, because I have a lot of respect for the brand Ferrari, but I'm happy where I'm at. I'm comfortable in the environment I'm in, so it's not something I'm looking to change or whatever. But again, in my life, you always want to experience, so never say never. But for me now, it's not even in my head.
The coming season surely has become rather exciting. And after a seemingly one-sided 2023, no matter the race results, one thing is certain: the drama off the tracks will certainly keep us all hooked.
From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on First Post America.